Talk family, and welcome to another episode of Talk the Talk. I'm your host Deshpale Bechin, and joining me today is Annette Roux. She's the regional manager at BMW South Africa. Now, I said that very slowly and carefully because it's very exciting to interview someone from a premium brand that I actually started my career with. So, as a regional manager, Annette knows that the importance of leading and guiding a team into working together to reach the objectives and goals of the company is extremely important. She leads with passion and determination and is always willing to assist where needed. She possesses great problem solving and decision making skills. Now, Annette is also a nominee for the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards 2023, which is powered by MFC, a division of Nedbank, and Evo by Nedbank. And I must say, I am so delighted and honored and privileged and also excited about the fact that someone nominated her, because she's the perfect example of what we need as a community in terms of growing this platform. So without further ado, let's welcome Annette. And as always, this interview is proudly brought to you by Sariti Solutions and MFC and Evo by Nedbank. Hello Annette, how are you?
I'm fine, Desh. Thank you for having me here today.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for accepting your nomination first and foremost, and accepting the invite to help us encourage and empower our followers and women, young girls that want to enter into the motoring trade, especially in your field. So I thank you so much for that. So I think let's start off by, where did your journey in motoring begin?
Sure. Okay, well, in motoring, it started in 2010. Mm-hmm. So before that, my career actually started in the insurance industry. Uh-huh. And then I joined BMW August 2010. And been there since. I never looked back, and been enjoying my time with them.
Can I ask you, and it's not off the record, I really just want to confirm this. August 2010, was that the round building in Midrand?
Yes.
Okay, I joined BMW in August 2010 in that same very round building. I spent my first 6 months with BMW actually in the trade. So we're celebrating our anniversary, which is 13 years, right? Yes. 13 years. So at that point, Guy Kilfoyle was still at the OEM. He's now a dealer principal.
That's
a lot
right.
has changed.
It has.
From those days. But what is it that you do? Or take us through your journey in terms of BMW and what you've been doing in the past 13 years.
So initially when I started, I was a insurance regional manager. Mm-hmm. So assisting the retailer network on our insurance product offering and building relationships with the retailers and to build the brand for BMW Insurance nationwide. I was there for 2 years, loved the position. Insurance is in my blood. Mm-hmm. Then was promoted to a regional manager in the retail finance side, not knowing anything about finance at all, but absolutely thrilled with the challenge. And I've learned so much thanks to BMW, because you never stop learning when you're employed with them.
Right.
They literally push you to educate yourself through different courses that they enroll you on. So
yes.
I must be thankful, and I'm currently busy with a degree as well through BMW. So very thankful for my lifetime of learning, or not lifetime, but 13 years of being able to educate and empower myself. And I've been a regional manager in the finance division for the last 11 years.
Wow. Well, congratulations. I always say this on my platform. We should not be entitled. If those opportunities are offered to us, take the opportunity. Make sure that if you want to move up the ranks, educate yourself. And yes, BMW does that. They allow and they offer the opportunity to the employees and female employees, obviously, to move up the ranks. So well done, BMW, for that. What's your opinion? Now, you said to me, Desh, I did not even know about this platform. And I'm going to say it because, listen, that's our intention with the platform. Yes, we have thousands of followers, and mostly from the motoring trade. I think in total in the motoring trade we have 100,000 followers across our platforms, which is Evo by Nedbank, my own platforms as well. But there are 500,000 people in the motoring trade, 305,000 men, 85,000 women. And so we would like all of them to follow us. And you did not know about our platform, but when you did find out, being Annette, the analytical, adventurous, not adventurous, but explorer, you went to educate yourself. How do you feel about what we do?
Yeah, Desh, like I said to you, the amount of followers that you have acquired in such a short time, it's such a powerful platform that you've created. So 10 out of 10 or 100 out of 100 for doing that and seeing the opportunity. Because if it wasn't for people like you, I don't think we would have the voice that we have today. And like I also mentioned before, it can be a very lonely industry for female. Not to over dramatize it, but knowing or listening to some of your interviews, you feel part of an initiative or a calling, if I can say that. So you don't feel so lonely, and the challenges that you face, others are facing as well. And I commend you for this initiative. And I mean, it is the first in the world, so we have to say that.
Yes, it is.
And it's amazing that it's coming from South Africa. So well done as a female, raising this for us and being our voice.
Oh, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that.
Yeah, and I also want to, we should also thank Sariti and Avo and Nedbank for supporting you in this drive.
Yeah, no, definitely. Without them, there would be no me and all of us together. So yeah, absolutely. Why do you think, though, women do well in the motoring trade, specifically in your position?
Without sounding sexist, and I do apologize, and men, all due respect, women can multitask.
I think they know that.
I think as a regional manager looking after various retailers, you have to be an expert in problem solving. We put our heads down and we get the job done. We persevere, we're tenacious. Anything that seems impossible right now is a challenge for us to take on head on and just complete. So I don't think it really takes a special person. I just think if you have the right attitude, you can always teach yourself the skills, but the attitude is what will make you succeed
Most
at the end
definitely.
of the day.
So I'm going to ask you this question, and the reason I'm asking this specific question is because there's a lot of women that are moving up the ranks, and sometimes it's been said that this platform has provided answers to young girls or women that are going to probably encounter an issue or a problem, okay? And because someone said, don't do this or do that, or this is how I did it, they literally did not, endeavor to go to that, into that route or, to solve a problem. So tell me about a problem that you've solved in a unique or unusual way, in terms of what was your outcome? Were you happy or satisfied with it? What was the problem?
Sure. I myself deal with so many problems on a daily basis.
You have 7 dealerships, right?
Yes.
Right, okay.
So there's not really one in particular that stands out, but I think as a principle, what my thinking process, if I can call it this, when faced with a problem, treating the problem, you never run away from it, you do attack it head on. But always with treating a customer fairly in mind.
Yes.
That is very important in the service industry. And then also making sure that the solution at least can be mutually beneficial for both parties involved, as much as it can be, and then done with the utmost of respect.
Absolutely.
For each other.
Absolutely.
So those are the principles that I normally apply when trying to solve problems. Not that I'm always successful, but we try the best we can.
And failure is your biggest teacher.
It is. You fail forwards, not backwards.
Absolutely. Just a little bit more about your position. What does it entail? And again, these are for young girls that endeavor to go into your field. What do you do on a daily basis?
Okay, so regional manager for retail finance, you have a portfolio of retailers that you build a relationship with, a very close relationship with. And this is with the entire retailer. It is from the group franchise director to the dealer principal, the sales managers, the F&Is, which we normally at financial services have a very strong relationship with, so our finance and insurance managers, to the sales execs, after sales. So the whole retailer, it becomes like a family.
Right.
And we then assist the retailers in enabling their customers to then drive our beautiful cars by financing them.
Okay. And how,
in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, yeah. How do you, Annette, measure success?
That is a tricky question, and I think
your success.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Let me reposition that question. Do you believe you're successful?
Yes, I do.
Good.
Yeah.
I wanted to hear that.
Yeah.
And so, what makes you successful?
So success to me is, well, the obvious question is you set yourself goals, and if you don't write down your goals, you're never going to know where you're going to end. So that, I think that is very important as a human being to have goals. But also, we all have a purpose on this earth.
Yes.
And I think living your purpose and being a better version of yourself every day, that is really success to me.
Right.
Because the moment you don't live your purpose, that's when your mental well-being falls behind.
Yes.
And I think that is how I would measure success.
Well, one can never serve from an empty vessel, so
True.
you need to be able to be mentally sound in order to move forward. Very true. What is your management style? Wait, hold on. Let me first ask. As a regional sales manager, do you have people that report into you?
I don't really.
Okay.
But we are a team that work together.
Okay.
So we are a team within financial services. We're a team of regional managers, and then I have my team of retailers that we work together.
Okay.
So I don't really manage people, but I work together with them.
Okay.
And I think that's in any way a better way to lead.
Okay. And what is your ideal working environment with your regionals?
My ideal working environment. I think what we are right now, we're a very strong team. We're self-starters. There's no one that we have to carry along with us.
Right.
We're all very strong individuals that have a lot of perseverance, and we female and male in our team. And we all have very, very strong relationships with our retailers.
That's amazing. Any words of advice to young girls, finally, that want to enter into the trade?
Oh, I have a lot of advice.
Oh, yay. Let's go for it.
I would say you are welcome to join the motoring trade, but it's very similar to any other industry in the world or nationally. But if joining the motor trade, I would always say, always remain authentic, be true to yourself, do never change yourself to fit into a mold, and bring the finesse to the industry. I know that it's a very male-dominated industry, but never disregard your finesse, your compassion. We work with people, not with machines, so that's very important. And be enthusiastic, and bring your passion to the industry. We need it.
Absolutely.
We need it.
Well, I, for one, love your authentic, enthusiastic, and finesse self. So thank you for joining our networks. Thank you for joining this movement and identifying that there is more to this than just your nomination, that this is a movement and we are going to go down in history of women empowerment platform in the motoring trade, first time ever, to drive whatever comes next, to have more powerful women in our future. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Desh, for having me.
You're welcome. Viewers, thank you for watching, commenting, and sharing our interviews and our content. Our non-profit company is the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, which is powered by MFC and Evo by Nedbank, and the Talk the Talk Studios, powered by Sariti Solutions, are aimed at recognizing and celebrating the women of motoring South Africa. We are not just telling stories, we are changing lives. Together, we aim to empower and uplift the women of our trade. For those of you that are searching for your new ride, please visit www.auto.evo.africa. We have thousands of vehicles on sale for you to choose from, and we only advertise on behalf of reliable and trustworthy MFC accredited dealerships. This car listing portal is incredibly user-friendly, and you can also find vehicle reviews and car maintenance tips and advice, all courtesy of Talk the Talk Studios. So ladies, I think you've heard it for yourself. It's so important for us to be authentic, to be to have the tenacity, to use the word tenacity earlier on, and it's so important to to just basically have resilience when you're working in our trade. But also creativity is very important. Creativity is allowing yourself to make mistakes. We talked about that earlier on as well. It is a function of leadership, and it requires navigating uncharted territory and having the courage to face adversity, to bring your vision into reality. Creativity is the power to create something new, to reach deep into our subconscious for that aha moment or solution. I sound like Oprah now. No, I'm not trying to do that, but we all have that, oh my gosh, okay, that's what we were supposed to do. Sometimes it happens in a second, and sometimes that solution can take a lifetime or a very long time to reveal itself. Don't worry about people stealing your ideas. If your ideas are any good, you'll have to ram them down people's throats. So just allow yourself to be able to be persuasive, for people to believe in you. And with that, I would like to remind you that the question isn't who's going to let me. It should always be who's going to stop me.